morning. Today is a Monday. It's kind of an odd day for me to make a vlog on. I haven't really been vlogging much during the week, but I felt like today was a good day to vlog because today marks my first of my last 10 days at my current job, which if you've been following my vlogs or know anything, my current job is actually my old job. I left the job that I have now to go work someplace else. That didn't go super well, so I came back to the job I have now, and I've been there for about a year. And now I've decided to kind of move on. And so that's kind of what this vlog is about, because I've been teasing this big life update, but I haven't really talked about it yet. And so that's the big life update. I'm changing jobs once again. And I'm very optimistic that this time is going to be much better than the last time. So I'm going to do a little work, and then we're going to go through the day, and we're going to talk a little bit about why I'm changing jobs, the job I'm changing to, what I'm most excited about, kind of the impact it's going to have on our family and our life, and yeah, some things to look forward to. All right, it's lunchtime here, which since today's a work from home day, that means it's time for me to get caffeinated and do some lifting. But first, I just want to give a little bit of background on the whole new job thing. So this was really something that came out of the blue. Kelsey and I were not expecting me to take a new job, but the opportunity kind of presented itself, and everything came together very quickly, very rapidly. And the offer that was on the table and the situation, and it was just something that we felt like if we are going to make the move, if we are going to change jobs, this is the opportunity. This is kind of the now or never type of once in a lifetime sort of thing, and we decided we were going to jump on it. The new job is actually completely outside of anything I've done before. It's actually in kind of the technology industry, which I think is a huge plus, because it's an industry that I have a deep interest in, just in my own personal life, which I think will bring me more passion and enthusiasm for the work. During the work week, from a day to day, going to work every day, I think it'll make it more pleasant and more enjoyable. So that's a plus. The position specifically the position is as basically a help desk person or a support person. That's my primary role is going to be, I think, as I understand it, really understanding the software's capabilities and its functionality, and then helping people solve the issues they're having with the software, whether that be an actual technical issue with the software, or just maybe they're not able to do something that they're wanting to do, and I'm there to facilitate learning how to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. Which, while I've never done anything that I would say is specific to that industry and that role, I think a lot of jobs that I've had over the years lend itself to being able to do that, which is you got to understand the capability or the functionality of a certain thing. You got to understand a group of people's problems or issues or needs with that thing, and then take that knowledge and understanding of both those things and put them together to find a solution. So I feel confident, but I'm just anxious to get in and start executing the day-to-day of it. That's always you don't know what to expect, and that's what kind of drives your anxiety. And then once you get in there and you start learning and you start actually you start knowing what to expect each day, then the anxiety kind of falls off a lot. So, but yeah, that's kind of like the short and sweet of the new role. There's lots more to talk about, but I don't want to use up all my lunch break talking about it. So I'm gonna go lift, and then we'll talk about this some more, of course. I apologize for this very abrupt and rough transition. I was training. You saw the kind of the beginnings of that, and then the training session got pretty difficult and intense, and the filming got away from me because I was focused on dealing with that. And then I had to get back to work and take a shower and just, yeah. What has otherwise been a pretty well thought out vlog, I think, so far, has kind of derailed. Anyways, I'm back, regrouping. Let's come back to this topic of the new job. So I kind of told you a little bit about what it is, kind of what I'm anxious for, what I'm looking forward to, why I think it's going to be a good fit. Hopefully it'll be much better than the last job change I made. I guess one of the big things I should kind of call out is this job is located in Kansas City. Right now, Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas, Olathe, Kansas, to be more precise, it's in Olathe, Kansas. We currently live in Joplin, Missouri, so obviously that's going to require a move. And so that's something we are a little bit anxious about, uncertain about, but we're kind of taking that leap of faith and having some trust. The good thing, and one of the pieces of the puzzle that fell into place to make this opportunity right for our family, is the company that I'm going to work for actually has been very gracious about giving us time to do that relocation, partly because of the pandemic situation and everyone just working remotely by necessity. Therefore, me continuing to work remotely here is not as big of a deal. And then they're also going to give us a little bit of time once the decision's been made to go back to the office to kind of get our ducks in a row and make that final relocation. So we probably have something like 4 to 6 months before we actually have to officially make that move. But we're going to start physically preparing ourselves and financially preparing ourselves. But that was that was kind of like the last piece of the puzzle that slid in, because if this had been a situation where we had to move within like a couple weeks, it probably wouldn't have worked out. But because we have this extended time period to kind of figure our things out and put ourselves in a really good position, it just worked out just right. So that was another thing that kind of pushed us to say, hey, maybe this is another way of the universe, of God kind of telling us this is your next step. And that's what we're treating it as, and that's what I hope it turns out to be. So it's gonna have to relocate. So that's a big thing. That's definitely on our minds a lot, but it is what it is. We're looking forward to it too. I think it'll be a good experience for us to live someplace different, experience new things, make new relationships, create new communities. All right, I want to talk more about this, but I'm also trying to keep the clips somewhat short and keep this overall vlog somewhat of a reasonable length. So I need to go back and finish the workday. That's obviously priority number one.
All the way down there. Good job.
Hey Kyler, you're not really doing school the right way. Oh, just you?
You don't have to gap it.
You're doing great.
I can't do this.
Yes, you do. You did it right.
I can't.
It's so frustrating.
It's not all wrong. Start here. Start again. You can do it. What's the next part? Come on. Just did it.
Hey Cal. Hey Cal. You having a good night? Where's your brother? No, I know, but I mean like a good nighttime before bed. Where's your brother at? Is he really? I did put him under there. Alright, the evening got a little bit away from me. Kelsey hurt her back, so she was kind of out of commission. And then I had to get the boys all ready for bed and bathe and all that good stuff. So the vlogging trail kind of trailed off, as it typically does in the evening time. I'm going to eat some food real quick. I'm going to watch a little bit of this documentary, but I do want to circle back on one last thing I want to talk about with this whole new job situation. Like I said, today was my first of my last 10 days at my current job, and there's going to be lots more days to kind of reminisce and reflect and talk more about this, and even many more days to share the experience of starting this new position and this new role. So I don't need to get it all into this vlog, but I think it's good to get the update on video, archived, documented, published, and yeah, on to the next one. So one last thing, and then we'll wrap this vlog up. All right, last note that I want to end this vlog on about the new job is really just tying back into the decision to take a new job. And while the initial evaluation of this decision was very clinical, meaning does the job provide everything we need to sustain our family and keep us in good financial position and provide, is it something that I'm capable of doing? While we checked all those boxes, there was still a lot of anxiety about leaving this job that I know and I can do well and that treats me well for something that's, again, an unknown, which is what happened when I left from the job I'm in now to working for an industrial construction company, and things went fine there, but they didn't work out the way we thought it was going to, which was unfortunate. And that's kind of the scary thing, right? So it's scary enough to be going into the unknown, and it's even more scary after having a bad experience of making that decision to chase the unknown and it not going well. But I think personally for myself, I had to tell myself, if I don't have the courage to step away for an opportunity, then in some ways I'm just always trapped. I'm always going to feel almost like imprisoned, like handcuffed by golden handcuffs, so to speak. And that's not something I wanted to feel. So while first and foremost it was about making a responsible decision, the next thing was making the decision that I could live with. And I think if I had turned down this opportunity, I would have always been wondering, and I would have always had a little bit of regret, and I would have always felt somewhat trapped. Trapped by not bad things, but good things. And the thing that kept playing over and over again in my head was, in order to become what you're meant to become, or in order to achieve what you want to achieve, there is some truth in that. You have to be willing to let go of what you have now and what you've achieved now. You have to let a little bit of your old self die so that your new self or your new life can live and grow. And that's scary, but it's also very it inspires action. It forces you to, okay, so then what's the next step? And for us, this job is, for now, the next step. It's late. I'm going to go to bed. But that's the news. That's the big life update. I'm sure we'll talk about it more and more, and I'll share our experience as I start the new job. How's it going? As we prepare to move, as we actually do the moving itself, and so on and so forth. So it should be an exciting year coming towards us. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.